Hello Aries, and welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your reading for the week of March 17th through March 24th. I have meditated upon your cards and I have pre-shuffled, but as always, I will shuffle live. During meditation, Spirit showed me a fish, specifically a trout, and I'm not too familiar with fish, so I had to research it, specifically the trout. And the trout is actually quite popular. And they live in different places. And because of those different places, they have different color patterns. So wherever they live, they have a specific color pattern, which to me symbolizes that you adapt well. Fish also, or trout specifically, symbolize hope of a new and better life. So that was the energy that I connected with. New and better life, and just adapting to that kind of life is really what I got. I'm going to go ahead and collect your energies and get an oracle card here. And while I am shuffling, I'm just going to say thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for all who have already subscribed. You are very much appreciated. You have no idea how much that means to me. For those listening for the first time to this channel, thank you so much and welcome. This is a very sacred space and your energy is always welcome here. If you are wanting to help out this channel by subscribing, I truly appreciate it. And hopefully this reading does resonate with you. If it does not, please take a look at your sun, moon, or rising. Your sun, moon, rising signs was what I was going to say, but your card just plopped out. So let's take a look at your oracle card. We have belonging. May you welcome yourself home. So either some of you are going some sort of transition with this belonging card is what I'm getting here, because in correlation with the fish and the trout, I'm getting the sense that maybe you had to leave a certain area. Maybe it's not a home, maybe it's a place of business, maybe it's a new way of life. So for instance, maybe you're going from one department to another if you stay within the same job, or maybe you're going from one job to another, or maybe you moved states or cities or countries for that fact. Or maybe, you went from working to retired, or, retired to working. I don't know. Either way, this is really saying that, may you welcome yourself as if you were home. And this is really saying, listen, don't feel like a fish out of water. You're going to fit in just fine. You're one of those people that are just naturally charismatic. And I feel like you're going to just adapt super well with this trout that came in. All right. And again, I did connect with hope of new and better life. So let's look at tarot and see what that has. If tarot has anything to do with that particular reading. We have the Lovers in reverse. It's funny. The Lovers came out initially, but it went right back in, and here it is again. We have the Queen of Wands, and then another card that just fell. Actually, I think it's two cards that just fell. One second. What do we have? We have the Nine of Swords and the Five of Wands. Okay. All right, so here's what I'm getting with this particular energy. What I'm getting is the fact that you might have had to make an uncomfortable choice, maybe a choice that you certainly didn't want to make. And maybe you feel like you've made a bad choice, moving from one thing to another or whatever that looks like. And the Queen of Wands is here to say, listen, trust yourself and know that you have made a great, well, I wouldn't say great, but a good decision based on the information that you have. All right. And this is your energy, male, female, not a gender specific energy. This is just, or not not a gender specific energy. This is just an energy, right? We all have yin and yang within us, right? So we all have divine feminine and divine masculine energies. So just take it how it resonates. But I feel like this is your energy, Aries. You are an attractive person. I feel like with your magnetism that you're just going to be naturally popular no matter what it is you do. And I feel like people just are drawn to you. So release those fears with this 9 of Swords here. Release those fears. And you know, if you feel overwhelmed about starting something new, just let that go, because I feel like you've made the best decision you possibly can with the information that you have. And with the 5 of Wands here, what I'm actually getting is the fact that this is a really great time for you to kind of play around with different ways of being, different ways of yourself. Maybe you want to change something about yourself. Maybe like this is, I know this is the 5 of Wands, but I'm getting a playful energy. I'm getting a new start energy. Like you want to change something about yourself is what I'm seeing here. I don't know if that makes sense. So for instance, let's say maybe you're older and you're wanting to change yourself in some sort of way. Maybe you're wanting to appear a little bit more youthful, so you color your hair or something to that extent. Nothing drastic. I just feel like you just enjoying yourself. You coming out of your shell in some sort of way, shape, or form, which is not normal for your specific personality, although Aries is typically a very gregarious energy. But in this particular card, I'm just getting like you kind of just enjoying yourself. For some of you, by the way, I am seeing that there might be a little bit of aggression towards somebody, maybe towards yourself. Maybe you are upset with yourself for one reason or another. But this is really saying, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Let go of that aggression. That's not necessary here, right? Don't be defensive if somebody, thinks that, you might be too old or too this or too that, whatever that is. Let go of any of that and try to be as playful as you possibly can is what I'm seeing here. And this opposition with the 5 of Wands, because I'm getting so much from this 5 of Wands, if there's any opposition, I feel like it's really in your mind, because it's right next to the 9 of Swords here. All right. So let's see. We have the Star, the Fool, and the 3 of Swords. Okay. Here's what I'm getting from this. This is really interesting. I'm getting the fact that you're actually going to shine wherever it is, whatever it is you're doing, you are going to shine. And I said that. I feel like you're going to be popular, right? And then, this is a new beginning. Again, I said that with the fish. It's just like, I feel like you're moving. But interestingly enough, with the 3 of Swords, what I'm seeing is the fact that what you thought was going to be an obstacle really isn't. That's what I'm seeing with the Three of Swords. And I know that that sounds really odd, but that's the energy that I'm picking up with the Three of Swords. I know. I just kind of take it for what it is. I do want some additional clarification with this. And I did pick up the Oracle cards. I was going to pick up the Tarot deck because I was looking at it and I just innately reached over to the Oracle deck that I don't typically use. So I'm going to get a card to clarify this Three of Swords. Heal the ouch. And like I said, just like that, what you think is an obstacle really isn't. And you start healing from that. So the Three of Swords is clarifying the Five of Wands. And I was like, there's like some sort of opposition, but I feel like it's in your mind, right? And then all of a sudden you start, and I remember I said, I'm also getting like, get playful. And it's like you what you thought were obstacles, you kind of just go through the motions and you heal through playfulness. That's what I'm getting. I know it sounds odd, but that's what I'm getting for you guys. Let's get some advice here from Spirit. So funny. You know what's okay? So there's a raccoon and a fox on this particular card, and I believe both eat fish. So if you thought that some of these people or this new situation might be your enemy, they actually aren't. We have the Eight of Pentacles. And one more card. And the Four of Wands. Listen, if you just focus on what it is you need to do and don't pay attention to any of the other things and just work your way up, because the Eight of Pentacles is really a card about learning and studying and apprenticeship. To me, it's the card of focusing, like having yes, recognizing everything else, not being oblivious to it, but this is about really focusing on what it is you need to do, because when you do, people are going to pay attention to you, the right people, all right? And then the Four of Wands happen, the stability that you're looking for within this community, whether it's school, a new job, a new position, a new relationship, whatever this is, you're going to find a sense of stability that you weren't really expecting that you were going to get. All right? That's what I'm getting here. And I actually really, really like that, because you do belong, and you're concerned that you might feel out of place, like you're a fish out of water. But the reality is that you just adapt very well. And you adapt just by you being you, and things start transitioning as they do naturally. I don't feel like you're forcing yourself. I don't feel like any of this. This is just a natural evolvement that happens. And that's what I'm seeing here. And I think that's beautiful, my darling Aries. Congratulations. So just focus on you. You do you. And appreciate what you have. And while you appreciate what you have, others will appreciate you. All right, my dear ones. I hope this reading did resonate. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. I always appreciate it. I really do love reading the comments. It makes me smile. It also allows me to recognize if I'm doing a good job or not. So thank you so much for that. And until we meet again, have an amazing week. Bye.